We'll be diving into SQL a little bit more and touching the topic of data manipulation and database management with SQL. But quickly, let's run. Okay, let's give people 2 more minutes. I think we have 31. We have 31 persons on the call. Let's give them 2 more minutes to see if we'll get more people to join in. Then by say 2:10, by 2:10 exactly, we'll start the class with the introduction. So yeah. So while we wait for for a minute more, let's quickly run through the ground rules again. Punctuality is key. We have to always be here on time. Also, let's try to have an open mind. Some of us are new, some of us are experienced, some of us don't know much about SQL. So please let's keep an open mind. And also, one class, we need to communicate freely and also follow along as the speaker is speaking. Then let's try to participate as much as we can. If we have questions, feel free to raise your hand or send a message in the chat. I will make sure I take it up with the speaker, and if there's any, we'll provide answers in the chat. Also, let's respect ourselves, let's respect individuals, and pretty much that's it. And it's time already, so let's just get started. So, my name is Olawin Praise. I'm a data analyst and a tech sales rep. Can you all please confirm you can hear me? Just signal, send a something in the chat or okay. All right. Thank you, Aziz. Thank you so much. So yeah, my name is Olawale Praise. I'm a data analyst and tech sales rep. I'm based in Abuja. Sorry, there's not much stories about me. I'm just a regular go-to guy. But I love good music. I think I tried sharing that as soon as we started the meeting. I really like good music. And I was also part of the Corper Analytics workshop last year. I just finished service, so I was part of the training, and it did, goodness, a lot for me in reaching out to people, in learning, in networking. So trust me, this is a good place you guys have found yourself in. And yeah, so let's move on. We'll then this is the agenda. I've done the introduction about myself, then I'll talk about the speaker, and then after which we'll jump into what we have for the class today. We'll go through SQL command, We'll explore DML, and then we'll go through a brief demo just so we understand what the speaker is talking about. The speaker will run through a summary of all that we'll be doing throughout today. So our speaker is Oyelaran Paul. He's a data and business analyst. He has 3 years plus active experience in the field. He's passionate about bridging the digital divide in his community. Paul has gone on to organize he has gone on to organize a 3-month free bootcamp for busy professionals, in order to help them analyze their data independently with over 200 beneficiaries. So he has trained over 200 beneficiaries. Trust me, you guys are in perfect hands. Additionally, he has led a team to execute a tech social project in a secondary school in Oyo State, where over 300 students were impacted, officially approved by the Ministry of Education, and was fully sponsored by an e-commerce company. See, perfect hands. You guys are in safe hands. You're definitely leaving this class with a bunch of knowledge. He has also facilitated different sessions on business analysts and data analysts, and has helped hundreds of newbies to kickstart their data career journey seamlessly. And you guys are about to join that hundreds, probably thousands by the end of the whole session. Then, additionally, is ever committed to continuous learning and impacting others, which is the idea of what the Corper Analytics is, to impact people, to keep learning. Learning never ends. So, even though he has this record of experience, record of stuff he has done all through the years, to see has enough. So let's all send in our likes, our hearts, our claps as we officially set the ground for Mr. Paul Oyelaran to take on the class. So, Mr. Paul, give me.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm glad to be here again. Confirm if you can hear me very well. Okay. We're starting our SaaS today. And let me share my screen. Let me know once we can see my screen. Okay, confirm if you can see my screen. Is my screen? I hope my screen is visible. Can somebody just is it possible? Please confirm if you can hear me, if you can see my screen too.
Yes, I can see your screen.
All right, great. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Paul, and today I'll be taking us on data manipulation and database management with SQL. My senior colleague, last in person, Mr. Laji, they actually gave us an introduction around SQL, and today we'll be practicing more. We'll be getting our hands dirty and see how query works and all. I hope you've shared them the query that we'll be using today. Mr. Priest.
You say what?
The query I sent you on WhatsApp, have you shared it with them?
Oh, okay, no, I haven't. I'll copy it and put it in the chat now so they can have access
All
to
right,
it.
please do for those that want to follow along. So we'll be practicing with that. These are areas that we'll be exploring today. SQL commands, exploring the DML, the demo, and the summary of everything. Right. My favorite quote for this section is develop a passion for learning. If you do, you will never cease to grow. And why is it that the more you grow, the more you attract opportunity to yourself, the more you attract opportunity to yourself, the more you earn, right? The more you have this public image. When you grow, everybody know you are asset to anybody. You become valuable to anybody that you find yourself, right? Growth might not be easy, just like as you are learning here now, right? It might be difficult, it might not even be as if you are getting it, but don't let us grip up. It's just part of learning phase. It's a phase that will definitely pass. So I encourage us all to keep pushing, and we will get there. We all get there. Trust me. This community is there to assist us. Our boss, Mr. Dwale, is there. Anytime you need support, feel free to reach out to him. Feel free to contact me on LinkedIn and all. I'll definitely assist in whatever way I could. So we'll be talking around SQL commands today. These are the various SQL commands that we have. We have the DDL, which is data definition language. We have the DML, which will be our area of focus for today, which is a data manipulation language, DCL, data control language, transaction control language for TCL. And we have the last one, which is what? DQL, which is data query language. So our major focus here today is on the DML. I will just walk us through one or two of these, then we'll move on to the practical side because we don't have much time. So anytime we hear DDL, they'll deal with structure of a database. You want to create a database, you want to create a table, you want to drop a table. I mean, like maybe a table is not needed again, you want to delete it, or you want to even update a table. What do I mean? Maybe you notice that when you are designing a table now, you didn't put the column for gender. So along the way, now remember that there is a need for gender to be involved in this my column. What you do is what you use alter. Alter helps you to able to add column. And also, if you've created numerous columns and you want to drop them, you don't need them anymore. You still make use of what this alter. So alter can either be you removing the table, or you removing the columns, or you adding columns. Drop can be used to drop database, maybe a database you don't need again, a table that you don't need anymore, a constraint that you don't need anymore. My colleague coming next will walk us through that one. There's something called constraint. That's when we talk of what is unique, primary key, foreign key. Anyone you know don't need more in your table, you can actually drop them. And when we talk of DQL, which is data query language, which means what? You are trying to pull data out from your database. It's just like you trying to pick clothes from your wardrobe. Are we following me everywhere? Confirm if you are following me. Hello? Praise, can you hear me? Are we on the same
Yes,
page?
Paul, we can hear you. They're following. They're
All
replying
right.
in the chat.
All right, great. I can see that. So when we talk of data query language, that's when we talk of we trying to pull data that is already in our database. We are trying to get it. Just like you have clothes in your wardrobe, you have shirts, you have shoes inside your wardrobe. You're trying to pick color blue shirts, you're trying to pick your brown belt. That's exactly what DQL does for us. It helps us to pick data up from our database or from our table. So focus here today is on DML, and which is data manipulation language. When we talk of data manipulation language in our database, we talk of insert. What do I mean? I said insert, which means it's not there before. We are just trying to put it in there. Example of this can be trying to sign up for a new social media account, you're trying to onboard a new customer account, trying to bring in new things inside a place that does not exist. You are trying to open your social media, maybe a Facebook that you don't have account, or Instagram account. That's you are inserting a data inside that database. Most of us fill Google form every time. This is a way of inserting data inside the database that we don't know. These are things we deal with in our day-to-day activity. But so this is just how insert works. You're just trying to fix in something that is not there before. That's exactly what insert does for us. This is the syntax for insert, which is what you specify the insert himself into, which means where do you want to insert this data, right? Where do you want this data to go? You bought a new clothes now, you want to put it inside your wardrobe now. Is it the first level? Is this the second level? That's where the into is. Then this table name is which particular table do you want this data to go? Is it your employee table? Is it your staff table? Is it your Corper Alawi table? Whatever table that you want to put. Then values. What are the values that you want to go inside your table? This is just how insert works for us. We're just trying to increase our database. The numbers that we have there, we are trying to increase it. Maybe onboarding new customer, you are telling people to come and patronize you. These are means of getting data from them, right? Next that we have is what we call what? Update. Update is exactly when we talk of you trying to modify an existing data inside your records or inside your table. What I mean by saying update again is, sometimes you might want to log in your social media. You just notice that you forgot your password, and next thing you do is what? Forgot password. You see, that forgot password you are doing is what? You are updating your what? You are updating your password inside that database. Because why? The existing one there, you forgot it. Right? Another one is your bank. Your bank can call you and ask you like, oh, please, we need you to come. We need you to come and add BVN to your account. Which means what? Your data already existed with the bank before, but they needed you to come and add more to it. So you going to bank, dropping your BVN or dropping your NI means what? You are updating your data. You are modifying your existing data. That situation whereby you might say, oh, I lost my phone number. I want to change my phone number to be receiving alert. This is the number that I want to meet. Means what? They should remove one and put one there for you. What you are doing simply is what? You are updating your what? Your data with the bank. And this is the syntax of it that is saying here. Update. What do you want to update? Specify the sorry, let me try to, okay. Specify the table name. Which table do you want to update? Which table, particular table do you want to, okay? Then set, which means what? Where is that column that you want to update? Is it your phone number that you want to update? Is it your name that you want to update? Then what is that new value that you want it to bring in? Okay, I want to change my email from Oyelano Port to Oyelano Temitope. That's where your value comes in here. So you keep on putting comma based on number of what? Columns or values or records that you want to what? That you want to update. Maybe you want to change your signature now. You want to change your passport. You keep on putting comma where this also column is equals to this. You keep on changing. Then you can put your where condition. We'll be talking about this part more, right? Because if you not put your where condition, every data in everybody is going to what? Be updated with that new value. So this where is very key for us to add, and I'll be showing us, we'll be seeing the good side and the bad side of it in case we miss to put it where. That's it for update. And we have for delete. Delete is just, oh, you don't need the data again. You want it to remove it from your records. Example is an employee that resigned from a company now. You don't want to be paying that employee's staff salary again, right? You delete such employee record from your what? From your database. Example again is, oh, I'm not using GT Bank again. I'm not using this bank again. And I want to open another bank. I want to open a new social media account. I'm not using Facebook again. Whatever that it might be that you know that you don't need again, you want to delete it. That is where what? Delete comes in for us. So delete is what we use to delete records from the database, record from our table, such that, oh, we are not using this again, we don't need them again. So everything here evolves around what we call what? Data manipulation language. So let me try to ask us, which area is not clear? Are we good together? Can I proceed? Yes. All right. All right. Are we together? Do you understand what it is now? Insert, delete, and update. Oh, great, great, great. So that's it. There is a part here I'm coming in, but when we are done with the first part, we'll be coming there, which is how to filter in our SQL. So let's head on to our management studio. Yes, I hope you can still see my screen. Grace,
Yes,
confirm if
yes,
my
yes.
screen is visible still. All right, great. So what I have here is Praise will be sending us this query, everyone. Praise is going to send us this. So what we have here is how to create database in your SQL. You make use of the word what? Create. If you remember, I made mention of this create when I started this section. That is part of our data definition language, which means what? We are building the what? The structure of our database. So that's what DTL is. Create database, then specify what is the name of that your database. Put the name of your database there. It can be anything, right? And I intentionally added div at the back, so anybody that see it, you understand that, oh, This is a database, right? Next thing is what? I'm intentionally putting use because why? I have many database here to work with. So I might need to come and switch to what? To this one. So either you can come here and switch to this, or you use this query to run it. So I can use this query like this and run it. Let me see if I have it. Okay. Okay, I've not created that database before. Yeah, I've created it before. What's happening here? Oh, sorry. I need to disconnect from where I was using before. My data is still connected to this server name. So I'm going. Yeah, I think I should be fine now. Yeah, so I'm back here. So I'm having my I should be having my database back here now. I'm still not having them. What happened? Okay, I might need to restart my so let me start my SQL server. I'm coming. A minute. I tried disconnected, but it's not popping up. So let me just start again. Okay, yeah, it's coming up. Sorry about that. I was in a section, so on my mind was that if I actually switch, it's going to be restored back to my normal instead of going to the cloud. So let's see. Yeah, so I'm back now. Fine. So I already have the query saved somewhere else before. So I will just open it back. Like I said, Praise is going to share us that query. So next is, once I want to make use of, you can see this database here is not active. I can come here and change it manually and click here, or I can use my query here to switch. Can you see now? It has changed. Can you see I'm seeing my what? Analytic Corper workshop what? Database. Next is what? Now my database already existing now. I've created a database. Now I need a table inside my what? Inside my database. Now this is my database. I need a table where inside it. So what do I need to do? Let me drop that table. So let me create it afresh for us. Drop table. Corper Alawi. Yeah. So let me drop that table so that we can see it afresh. So I only created a database. So yeah, so I've dropped the table now. So this table now is not there again. This is where you can refresh your DB. You can refresh your database here. So I refresh here now. You should not see it again. Yeah, you can see now the table should not be there anymore. Yeah, the table is not there anymore. So now I want to create a table now inside my what? Inside my database. So what I do was create, which is part of our data definition language. I told us table. Then what is the name of the table that I want to create? My table that I want to create was table Alawi, Corper Alawi. Then which involve what? State code, the data type, which I'm sure Mr. Jide taught us about that last week, integer. So the short form is int. We have the not null, which means what? This column must be filled. Example of this is when you are filling your Microsoft form or Google form. You see that there are some columns or some questions that you must fill them. If you not fill them, you won't be able to submit them. This is just an example of it in your database, right? So this place will not accept empty. A value must goes in here. So we have next is what? Corpus name. When I specify what I want, there is what? The variable character, which is type of data type, which means what? I can type either numbers or what? Or alphabet. We have amount, which is the corpus amount. Then the data type I use is what? Real, because of the values I know that I'll be dealing with. Then I have a PPA, where that copper is actually serving. So it's clear to us, this 200 I'm having is just the length, the character length I want, right? Because we know that some people, their name might be long. So with this size, it can actually accommodate whatever length of text is coming in inside that column. So I run it. So once your query runs, this is what you are going to receive. Commands completed successfully. And if you want to see, maybe it's true, there is select that I told us the other time, which is our data query language. Select star. When I'm using star means what? I'm selecting the whole columns inside that table from Where did I want to select from? Where did I want to pick from? Just like I was saying that you want to pick from your wardrobe. Is it from wardrobe 1? Is it from what? From wardrobe 2. So, but for my own here, I'm picking from what? Corper Alawi. Corper Alawi. Yeah, so that's where my table is. Press enter. Is it correct? Am I okay? Yeah, I think I'll go. So select, run it. Can you see now? There is nothing inside that our data, our table now. So we need to now what? Put something there. So here, just like maybe now you created the Microsoft form to collect response from people and nobody has actually filled it. It will be blank. You only see the questions that you created. You won't see anybody filling it. So that's exactly what we want to do. And now, how do we now get data inside this table we created now? Is where what? Our insert comes in. Now, what do we want to insert? We will now insert value based on this now, right? So next is what? Insert. Let me type it afresh so that we can all learn afresh together. Insert is not case sensitive, but it's always good to just follow standard, which is all those keywords will be in capital letter. Insert into, where did I want to insert my value to, right? Just like you are stocking maybe food stuff for house, right? You can say, oh, I'm stocking for beverages, I'm stocking for maybe for grains, right? So where do you want to buy it for? So this one I'm inserting to my Corper Alawi. So I'm going to specify the what? The table. Then follow next by what? Values. Values. This, it is simple, which means what next is what are the values that will come in inside this our table. Then you what? Start putting it. Then followed by it here. What is the stake code? Somebody should give me their stake code. Can I have somebody's stake code? Wow. Can anybody see my screen very well now? Okay, thank you. 2910. So that's the person's stake code. So put it there. So the person's name is let me see person name, Fawaz. So if you are putting in your strings, you put it like this. And let me permit me to add, as an analyst that we are, we won't be doing this, but it's very key as an analyst that we should know all this, because I might need to be supporting maybe data engineering team in your work. Because as an analyst, you are meant to analyze data. So which means what? The data is already available for us to analyze, right? Alawi, how much is Alawi? 100,000, because we know that you're a big man, they're paying 100K. Put it there. Where's your PPA? Let's say your PPA is Great Mind. Let's make use of Great Mind that we are using. Since I'm typing text, I need to make use of this code, this single code that I'm putting. But since I'm typing number, I don't need to put it, right? Don't let us make that mistake. If I'm putting this value here now, it might affect what should be here, because I already stated that is what? Real, which means what? Number. If I'm putting string here now, we make it to see it as text, right? So don't let us make that mistake. Great Minds, that's the name of the PPA. Then next, once I'm done, I'm going to highlight it, right? I'm going to highlight it like this and run it. Can you see? Once you've inserted the column and it's successful, this is what you will receive. One column what? Affected. And how do we know if truly that column is actually affected, is inserted? Run this query again. Can you see it now? Hello? You can see now this data here now, we've inserted inside our what? Inside our table Copalawi that we just created. Any questions so far? Okay, how did I run the query? Okay, I'll make use of your own, stake code now. I'll make use of your stake code now. So once, how did I run the queries? I liked it here, right? Then you can see my execute above here. This execute, or you press F5 on your keyboard. Once you press it, it's going to insert that record inside your table. So next is I'll be using the somebody else code that we have. What is person name? Let me see. Is it clear now, Mr. Ajala Oluwatimileyin? Udo by name. So making use of Udo. Udo is collecting 500,000 for his Alawi. He's a big man. 1, 2. So where he's working is construction company. Let's say KJ Constructions. Right, that's where he's working. I hope you are an engineering student. So once we have this, and if I want to insert more, instead of me doing it one by one, I can add comma to it again. And let me check for, yes, Tower Kalitu drop is state code too for us. So I'll be making use of it. I'll just put it like this, open bracket. You can see that I'm not running it one by one like I was doing again. Now I want to run like 2 or 3 together. So I put in the state code, comma. The Corper's name is Tower Kalitu. Next is what? Amount is any 300,000. So I'm going to put 300,000 there, comma. Then what is this PPA? Where can we call your PPA? Where is your PPA, Tower? Can you tell us where your PPA is? Okay, it's taking. Okay, hospital. Great, great. That's good. Nice, 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 nice. Hospital. So we have somebody that works in hospital. If you need, you will not seek in Jesus' name, but if you need injection, we can contact Tower to give us drug, not injection. So once we have this now, so I'm inserting two records now inside my database so that we can be clear to us. Can we see it now? I'm inserting two. So this one now from here is the first one. This one here is the what? Is the second one. So if you want to add more and add more and add more, you can keep on putting comma and be adding it, right? Just to save our time, I'll be pausing here, right? So run it. Can you see now? It's telling us that what? 2 rows affected. Can you see? Which means what? This is the first one here. This one is the first one with Udo, and this is the second one here for Tower Kalitu. So if you check our date table now, let's see how many records we are going to have in it now. If I run it now, we have 3. Can we see it now? We have 3 records. So this is the way that we can insert inside our what? Inside our table. Next thing we'll be moving on to is updates. How to update inside our table now. So let's say, for example, I noticed that I didn't spell Mr. Udo's name very well. Maybe there is need for me to write Udo Emeka. Now I want to change this Mr. Udo's name now to what? Udo Emeka. How do I go about that? And that's where update comes in. Update, you specify the name of the query. Update. What did I want to update? The name of the table is Corper Alawi. Set, right? I think I will send the query here for us to see. This is it here. I will send the query here for us all to see. Update, followed by the table name. Set, what is the column? Which column did I want to update? I want to update the Corper's name column. I'm going to spell Corper's name. That's the column I want to update, right? See it here. Is equals to, what is the new value that I want to come in now? I want new value that come in should be what? Udo Emeka. Don't forget what we have in here is only Udo, but I want to add Udo Emeka. So if I want to change the name completely, maybe Paul Emeka is what I want to be there now. I'm going to put Paul Emeka. Can you see it now? Next, if I want other things that I want to update, maybe I want to change his PPA. I will keep on specifying it. These are things that when you go to bank, you say, oh, I want to change my address location. I want to change my phone number. You just know that they just change everything once for you, right? This is what is going on at the back end. Or you go to your Facebook, you go and change your name. You change your date of birth, everything at once. This is what you are doing every day that we don't know of, right? So next thing is what I will need to specify where my stakeholder name, which is the condition. It's just like you go to bank and say, I want to change my email address. They will ask you that what is your account number? Which means what? Is that your account number that they will change? Because if they did not ask for your account number and they go and make the update, it's everybody in that data, in that table, that update is going to be affected. And we're able to test it to state code, where the state code is equals to what? 2449. Let me see if you have any question. Are you following me? Okay, good, good, good. So we have this now, which means I want to change Corper's name to what? Emeka, where the state code is what? 2449. Which means what? This query is going to come inside this table and be looking for what? 2449. Once you see 449, you will go down to where you see the Corper's name. Then it will replace it with what? Paul Emeka. Right? So let's run it. See what we have here before. Udo. Then I run it here and I say, okay. Can you see now? 1 role affected, which means that our query was successful, right? Let's test it now. And let's say Yeah, can you see now? We are now having what? Paul, Emeka inside the what? Inside our table now. Is it clear, everyone? Let me try and take 3 seconds to see if we are on the same page. Hello, everyone. Are we on the same page? All right. Okay. Praise. Kabirat is raising up his hand. Thank you, Charity. Thank you, Sunday Obago. Thank you, Esther, for our reaction. Mr. Praise, Kabirat has a question. I don't know if you
Now
can leave it in the
you
chat,
can speak
Kabirat.
now. Giving you the mic, Kabirat.
Okay, Kabirat, speak.
Okay, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Good
I can't
afternoon,
hear
sir.
you. Please, can you speak up? Can you speak up?
I hope I'm audible enough.
Yes, yeah, you're audible very well. Loud and clear. Can proceed, please.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. You can proceed now.
Hello, I hope I'm audible enough.
Yes, 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 yes. I've replied you. We can proceed.
Hello. Okay,
Maybe she
okay.
has.
I'm sorry. I was using my AirPod. So I wanted to ask if the where I understand the part, but I want to ask if it's the where goes with the unique identifier there, which is the state code. I just want to clarify that.
Yes, yes. You go with the unique identifier. Anybody that
Oh,
is having that
okay,
state code now, we have the new update that is coming in. Yes.
okay. Okay,
Right.
thank you, sir.
Great. So, all right. So let's say, for example, if I didn't put a state code, I didn't put where, because some of them might be asking, oh, what will now happen if you not put where? So let's say I'm changing the corper's name to Joshua Shegun. Let's see what will happen, Joshua. So you can see that it's important we use that. That's why in bank, if you want to update your details anywhere, you must what? You must provide your account details. So let's see now. That's what will happen. Can you see now 3 rows affected? So don't let us make that mistake when we are on a live data or complaint data. See now, because I did not put where, can you see what happened now? Everybody was being affected with that, right? So that's it for that. We've examined insert, we've examined update. Next thing is a record. Let's say, oh,
Excuse me,
I might
Paul.
need to, yes.
There's a question in the chat. Someone
Oh,
says
let me
if
see.
you want to change the PPA.
What if you want to change the PPA? Okay, great. So if you want to change the PPA to comma, if you are only changing the, let's say for example, now you're only changing the PPA with the name now. Let's say you are changing the name with the PPA, comma, then put the PPA. The name of that column is what you put. The name of that column is PPA. Then put the PPA is equals to what? Oh yeah, give us the PPA. Oh. Such me cannot be rectified. Law. No, it has gone. It has gone. Oh, so sorry, right? So business, so as that's where your data control language comes in. So business give people the ability to read and write. So not everybody can actually write inside the DP. Just like you give people viewer access and edit access. So business to actually know what they can grant access to. So some people is only view. You can only read from a database. You cannot actually write to it, which means that what you cannot delete and you cannot update. So you already work with what is there. So if you now need somebody to do, you now have to send a mail requesting for that. Then somebody in an higher role or higher level will now have to effect that change for you. Right. So there is control in place. That's why you see those SQL commands I stated earlier. So somebody that is saying PPA, give us a PPA that I want us to change it to. So who said PPA? If you want to change PPA now, Mr. John, give us one PPA now. If you want to change PPA to what? Okay, thank you. Good. I want our class to be very interactive, right? So we want to change this PPA now to this. Don't forget, is a text. We need to put it in a what? In a single quote. So you need to specify your what? Where. If you not specify where, what happened to all this corpus name is going to happen to all this one. Don't forget. Where what? Let's say you want to change for 2910. Where state code is equals to what? 2910. That's all we are good. Then you highlight it. You can either press F5 on your keyboard or you come to here, execute, click it. You can see now one role is affected. Let's see if it's true, it's affected. Can you see now? We now have this name here now. You can change the name, or we can change the name to something so that we can see. So it show that you can update the columns often and often. You can see now one row is affected. Then you can see what we have there now. We have this now. Can you see now Joshua Samson, which is the new update that we just did? I hope that is clear, everyone. Right? Great. So next we'll be working with delete. And when I talk of delete, is like I said earlier, you want to shut down your social media account, you want to close down your bank account. An employee exited from a company and they don't want to be paying that staff. They need to remove his record from the database, right? Exactly like that. Or you don't want somebody to be receiving notification or mail from you. You block them on your WhatsApp. These are things that we do day to day. Block some people from their WhatsApp so that they will not see your status. So it's part of delete, right? And how do you delete? Same way with what? With updates. Delete. Then what do you want to delete? You specify the name of the table. What is the name of the table? Corper Alawi. What do you want to delete? Where? Because delete will actually delete the what? The whole row. So you don't need to specify where do you want to delete. If you can see the query here too, right? Just specify where do you want to delete. So here is where you use your unique identifier. An employee that exited the company now, we have a staff ID. Just like you as a core member now, if you finish your service here, you notice that government will not pay you what? Alawi again. So what they do is that what? They will just remove everybody from their what? From their payroll. Exactly what is it going to be doing here? Just example now for Corper Alawi. Now federal government can have something like saying Corper Alawi 2024, maybe batch 2. They'll put it like so. When they know that you've passed out with your POP, they'll just delete this place from the payroll. That's all. And everybody record will be deleted. Right? Is that fine? So here now I'm going to specify where is that place that I want to delete from is we want to delete from where state code is 2221 now. Maybe the person has passed out. Now say state code is equals to what? 2221. That's all. Then you run this query. Right? One role affected. So if you want to see now, if you go here now, remember we're having three rows, or let's say 3 records now. You see now we're having only 2 now. Right? So what we just did here now is what? We've deleted it. We've deleted our records. Right? Yes. Are we good, everyone? Can I proceed again? We still have little time to make use of so that we can learn as much as we can. Let me know if you have any question, which area is not clear for us. Let me know. Oh, great. Thank you, Ejimadu. Thank you, Bere. Thank you, Esther. Okay, I think we can proceed. Great, great, great. Next thing I'll be looking at is the where, and we touch this area briefly. We have core area in SQL when we are manipulating data. Why? Because situation comes down that it might not be needing all the record, might need to filter. So how do you filter in your SQL? And that is where where comes in. Where just help us to filter. Oh, I want to see only the gender. I want to see only staff that their salary is more than 1,000. I want to see workers that their name is with A, workers that their name is Ade, workers that their name started with O. Anytime you want to work with something around this now, which means what? You want to filter the result that will be coming out for us, right? We make use of what? We make use of where. We make use of where. And where works with SQL operators. And when I talk of SQL operators, I mean basic things that we know in our Excel equals to, less than, greater than, not equals to. We have them, right? We have the where cards. We're talking about the where card a bit. You cannot even go into details. Where card just talks about if you want to know employee that their name started with A, employee that their name ended with A. Maybe your manager or your line manager asks, please, can we get there's a customer I want you to get me the record. But I'm not sure of his full name, but his name started with A. Please, can I just get the names of all the customers that their name started with A? When you be in kind of situation where cards with the word of like is going to come in that place for us, right? It's going to help us, right? So next thing we have here is the logical operator, just the way we have it in Excel, which is what? Our and, or, and in. Our and, or, and in. So we can actually make use of or and in together at the same time, and we'll be practicing it. We hope we have time to do that. So let's get to work. Let's get to work, right? So let's say, for example, now we only have We only have this record. Let's try and insert more records. Let's try and insert more records to our table, sharp, because there's no much time for us. So let's try and insert more records so that we can see Sunday 300. So I'm intentionally just changing it to e-commerce. I just intentionally just trying to have more records inside that table. This one you can say kg ohms, right? Ohms. You can say this one is yes, let's leave this one like this. So we started 2 rows. So let's change this one to Benson. Benson name is then let's call this one is 7,000. Let's call this one well, what can we call it? Logistics, right? So let's just to have small data inside our table so that it can be more practical for us. Okay, let me change this one to 250. Let's change this one to Esther. Let's say this person pays 1,000. Right? Don't mind me if you are paying Esther. It's just to play around our work. Where is your PPA analytic extra? So you are doing your analytics with us. You are doing your PPA with us at analytic extra. So we have this. Yeah, so let's see all the rows that we have now. Yes, so we have this now. So I think we have some data we can work with now, right? So if you want to see the whole rows you have in your table, you make use of what? Select star. But if you want to specify, I don't want to see everything. I only want to see only the amount. Then you make use of what? You make use of your this. You can see now we're only seeing amount. So if you want to specify two columns again, you add the columns, right? You're able to see them. You're able to see them. So now this is it for that one, just to show us that place. So I'm going to go back to the start back, right? We're just part of things we need to show us. We need to show us. So now let's say, for example, now I only want to see where the Corper is earning less than 10,000. How will I do that? Where the amount is less than 10,000. Now come and say where amount. So here is where you can make use of your less than, greater than, less than or equals to. So I might not be able to explore all these areas for us, right? But this is the same approach we are going to work with them. Less than or equals to, or you work with equals to like this, right? But this time I just want to do less than or equals to 10,000, right? Less than or equals to what? 10,000. That's just what we want to see. Then we run it. Can you see now? These are those that the amount is less than 10,000, right? And there is another thing that we can make use of again is what we call what? Order by. We can sort these results in ascending order or what? Or descending order. And that is where what we call what? Order by comes in. Order by what? Order by comes in. So once you have your order by, how do you want to do it? Order by, can I say, oh, descending order? By default, I think result is always in lowest to the highest, right? But we can change it how we wanted it to be. Order by. So what do you want to order by? You now specify the amount. You want to order by the amount now. Order by amount, right? Can now execute it. Can you see now? We are now having 10,000 at the top now, followed by 7,000, followed by what? 3,000. So if you want to order it by the state code too, just put the state code here. State code. Okay, we already know for the number. Let's say, for example, we want to order by PPA, right? You want it to be in a maybe descending order or descending order. You do it same thing, right? Can you see now? We're having L. L is the highest here. So you want it to be by ascending order. You don't just need to put 10 because by default it's always in what? It's always in ascending order, which is A to Z. So just run it. So you can see now we expect analytics to come. So you don't need to actually specify ascending order by using ASC. It's only DS because by default you always have ASC. So, but if you want to change it, you can now use with your what? DEC, right? So this covers what I have in this slide for the operators. We can practice more on our own, right? So next thing is I'll making use of this and I'll make use of what? Of this and quickly. Let me see our time. Okay. Yeah, let's make use of our time. You can say where amount is what? Less than 1,000. And you can put in your and here and what? You can say name, Corper name is equals to what? Tunde. Corper name is equals to what? Tunde. So just the way that we are using our hand in Excel, that you filter 2 columns, you filter to one, you filter the other one. So you are doing and in your Excel. So same thing you are doing in Excel, we are doing here too. So if I run this query now, let's see what it's going to return for us. Can you see now? Because I only having only Tunde, that's only this record is giving us Tunde, and it's only Tunde that his amount is less than what? 10,000. If you're having Tunde that his amount is greater than 10,000, it will not show. Only the one where what? The columns is less than 10,000, or the Corper's name, and the Corper's name is actually Tunde, right? So let me change it to or to, or if you put or now, or is now like what? Saying in case if you're having less than 10,000, or you're having Corper's name that is what? Is equals to Tunde. So this phase is going to return more what? More output for us, right? Because why? One criteria will be met. Can you see this one? Is returning Esther for us. Esther is not equals to Tunde, but Esther amount is what? Is less than or equals to 10,000. That's why it's returning Esther for us. It's returning Benson. Why? Because his name is not Benson. This Corper's name is not met. But it's actually met with this amount. So that's why it's returning it. So when you use your hand and your or, it will always return either one that is true. So you always have more results, more outputs if you are using your what, your hand and your what, and your or. So let me try and take question before I proceed. So sir, does the where clause work with and or? Yes, you specify everything and you have to wrap it up with brackets, right? To specify the okay, Rashida, Mr. Praise, can you unmute Rashida? Rashida has a question. Oh, great, Mr. Ajala. I'm glad they are just trying to understand it now. Great to hear. Great to hear. Oh, Sylvester to ask question, please. Mr. Praise,
Yeah.
we unmute you. Can speak. Yeah.
All right. Good afternoon. Thank you very much. So my first
Oh,
question
you're
is
welcome.
about not null. Is it only for integer, or can we also use it for character?
Yes, we can use it. It's a constraint. I'm sure Mr. Jide told us more about constraint last week. We have few constraints, and let me just walk us through so that we can understand them a bit. We have null. When we means null means you can leave this place blank. Example is when you are filling a Google form and they ask you for additional comments. You know, they might not take that place, or maybe date of birth. They might just leave it blank. Either you like, you fill it, right? They will not make it compulsory. That's exactly what null is. Means what? Not compulsory, not necessarily you fill it. So data might goes in there. Either you fill it or you not fill it. But if you're having not null, which means what? This place must not be blank. You must submit what? You must submit a data in it. Maybe you are filling a form and they're asking for your name, they're asking for your email address. They now put asterisk. So if you not fill it, you won't be able to submit. That's null. Another constraint that we have is unique. When we talk of unique, means what? You can only submit a response once. I'm sure you must have been seeing this when you are filling a Google form, whereby if you apply for a job and you are trying to apply again, they'll tell you like, sorry, you've already applied before. Same thing happens there. So unique can be applied on something like phone number or your email address, irrespective of your, maybe it's a integer or is a variable character or is a text or anything. All these constraints actually applies on all of them, right? We have defaults, though it's not areas that we actually look into. I think the person coming in will show us more. We have default. So in case this person does not fill this value, what should actually happen? So by default, I can say if no sales amount is filled, you should enter it as 0, right? You should enter it as 0. So default is going to what? Is going to undo that. And if you are using default work with what? With null. Default work with null, because you cannot say something should not be null and be applying default on it. So if you're applying null, it will now follow by default, right? When you are setting up your table here, you just put default. In case that value is not filled, then what should happen? Default, I can say default should be stake code now should be 1,000, something like that. I'm good, right? We have another one that is called check. There is something called check. If you don't want somebody that is greater than 18 to attest to a questionnaire, you can actually check the age of that person and say, oh, what's your age? 19. So if the person is within the range of what you wanted, the person will proceed to fill the questionnaire. But if not, the person will not be able to proceed. So these are the major constraints that we have. And you can apply them that to text or number or anything. Yes.
Thank you
Did I
very
answer
much,
your
sir. The
question
next
very well?
one. Yes, sir, you
All right.
did. I just want to quickly ask the next one. You talked about
All right, great.
sensitivity when you were typing the insert function. I want to ask, is it the general SQL that is not case sensitive or just specific functions there?
Yeah, SQL is not case sensitive. Yes, all of them are not case sensitive. Either you type it, you can see this place now. If I run, let me run this query now. Everything here is sorry. Everything here now is in small letter now, insert and all. So it's not case sensitive actually. It's not case sensitive. You can see now the query still run. So that just is not
Okay.
case sensitive. Yes.
Thank you, sir. The last one about strings. You were mentioning single quotes. Can we use double quote? If you use double quote, what happens?
Okay, let's try.
Does it work or doesn't it?
Let's try. Let's try it together. Let's try it together. But I'm sure it will not go. But let's see. Seeing is believing, right? Love to show people. Please don't be sorry. We started late though, so we are staying within our time because I don't love to take much of people's time, right? I don't like to take much of people's time. So let's put future minds here. So let's see. Maybe it will go. You can already see that it's not going to go, right? So it's not going. So it's single quote, man. So I think that justifies the answer. Yeah, great.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Oh, you're very welcome. Very welcome. Next question, please. Sylvester.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. Okay, there's I just think I need more clarity on the use
All
of
right.
under the filtering data, the use of and, or, and not.
Okay. So okay. Is that all is that your question? Is there any question else again? It's a practical question, so I would love to show us. Sylvester, is that your question? Is that your question?
Yes, sir. That's all. That's all.
Okay,
That's all.
okay. So when you are
Rashida already
using
asked some.
okay, great. So when you are using and, right? When you are using and, don't make where is where we are using and here? Okay, yeah. So you can actually combine them together where let's see what we have inside our table. So that I can see. So this is what we have in our table now. So you can say where amount is less than 10,000 or equals to 10,000, or name Corper name is equals to Tunde, right? And you can come here and put and now, right? But let's see how it goes. And let's say PPA is equals to logistics. Though it will not go, it will go, but let's see the result is going to give us. Then we understand this mode of execution. Then I can now explain why I was saying that if we have put it in brackets near star. Okay, I didn't select this X with it. Okay, can you see what is returning for us now? Is returning those that actually met this criteria, less than 10,000 or their PS logistics. So what he's saying here is that he's executing this one first. He's executing this one first, right? He's executing it because this one is going to return multiple values for us, right? But if we want it to return the and before the or, we just need to bring this one here. Let me cut this one here and put it this side. Where Corper's name, yeah, I can now do, I think I can put brackets here, statistics here, right? And put or, yeah. Let's run. Maybe it will run. It's still returning the same. It's still returning the same thing though. Less than 10,000. Okay, but the name is not Tunde. So what is happening here is what you first get this Corper's name is equals to Tunde and his PPA to what logistics. Let me run this one first. Okay. Oh, I see now. So when you run this one now, the criteria is not met. That's why it's not returning anything. But by the time we now merge it with this one now, with it, he now found out that he has two people that are actually less than 1,000. So this query now, no criteria is actually met because why? We don't have Tunde that is Corper name that is Tunde. We have Corper name, but we don't have a Corper's name that is Tunde that is PPA. Is in what? Is in logistics. So if I'm changing this place now to e-commerce now, e-commerce, you see now that this place now is going to return what? It's going to return a value. You can see that it's returning a value because why? This criteria is actually met. We have Tunde, we have a Corper name that is being Tunde, and we have a Corper that is Tunde and his PPA is what? Is e-commerce. Let's see what happens if we now run this together now. So less than 1,000. So it's not checking or what did you pick? Less than 2 Corper. Or do we have any other results that the amount is less than what? 10,000. So the SQL is already done with this side now. It's now coming here now to now come and check or less than what? 10,000. So if you now see anybody that even though they did not meet up this criteria here, but their amount is what falls within this criteria, is going to return them. Is it clear now?
Yes, it is. So what about, in what case do we make use of not?
Okay, not is when you want to talk about the other side. Not. Yeah. Now let me come here. Let
Hello,
me
sir. Can
erase
you hear me?
it. Yes. That's what I want to show us. When not let me see, I can bring it in. Let's see our result that we have here. Okay. Where Corper's name, let me see, not let's see, Corper's name, not Udo. Let's see. So this one now, when we are specifying if this query will run, it should return all others. Now it will not return what? It will not return Udo for us. So let's see. Not Udo. Where Corper name. I'm coming. I want to see it's not. I'm coming. I have a query because I didn't know how we. Let me bring up a. Let me bring up a query. I'm coming. Let me see. SQL 2. I have a place actually have those syntax there. Yeah, let me see. This not let's see. Okay, so we are using not. We use not with like. We use not with like. Are you getting me? So we use not with like.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we use not with like. That's when we're able to return the value with it. So what where not just comes in is if you want to negate the results, like I'm using not here for this Udo now, where let me specify it. Where not like, let's see. Can you see now? This is how you make use of not here now. So not like Udo, which means it's not going to return Udo. So this one is just when you want to return more of other side. Maybe, give us the sales whereby it's greater the where sales equals to maybe 1 million. So you can where sales equals to 1 million, you can now say where sales is not equals to 1 million. Then it's able to return all the entire sales that are not within 1 million. So that's just how it is. We only use it like should I say like indirect side of a result. Yes. So if you want to use your not, you make use of your like with it. Is that clear? That answer your
Yes, sir.
question?
Thank you. Yes,
All
sir.
right, great.
Thank you.
Let's see. Our time has gone. Can you give me like 5 minutes to wash out through everyone? Can I give you like 5 minutes to wash out through some things we need to know more? Am I free? All right. All right. Good. One person to second. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Mike. Thank you, Esther. Great. So one thing next I want to show is I've shown us the and or, right? We can make use of in, where Corper's name in. Just use just specify the old names that you want to return. Let's say for example, I want to specify where name in Esther. So instead of using or as every time, I can say where name is equals to Esther, comma, Benson. Right? So this is the way you can make use of them, Benson. And I close the brackets. Is it this bracket? So let's see. I'm not even sure. I think it should be curly brackets. Let's see. I think it should be this. I think it should be this type, right? Let's say it. That's what it's going to return for us. Yeah, you can see now. So this is just the same way of using in. It's just like saying, it's just like we coming here and saying where Copper's name is equals to Esther, or you are specifying or Copper name is equals to Benson. Just same thing here, right? So that's just same thing like your in work. So in just help you to make your query simple. Can you see? It's returning the same result for in case you're asking that, oh, how do you now use in? This way you can make use of your what? Of your in, right? So we've talked about the like, and let's talk more about the likes again. I think we have some things I've not shown us. Where Copper name, like, can I say like, put the quote here, put percentage, and can say E, right? Then close the, yes, where Copper's name like E. So you're going to show us, yes, can you see now? These are the Copper's name that their name ended with E. These are the way that you get them. If you want to see Copper's name that their name started with, just bring up your what? Your percentage at the back and run it. Run it. Right, you see now, it's only Esther that we have that his name started with what? With E. We have a lot of things around this VA card. We want to specify from A to E. From A to E. We want to specify anybody that their name is within that area. So which means for A, B, C, D, E, you can actually get them like that. You can see now, we only have these people. You can see now Benson name actually started with what? With B, because we actually specify what? A to E. So anybody within their name started from what? A to E, it will be here, right? You want to do for the other side too. You want to see their name. Those that their name started from A to E, you can see now Tunde. Is it giving us writing here? Copper's name like A to E. Okay, I think this one is end, that their name ended with E, right? So these are ways that we can make use of like and where cards are not inside our, and you can put not here now, not that Mr. Sylvester asked of the other time. So this one I will return the other side. This one I will now return the other side of our results. I hope Mr. Sylvester is able to get what I'm saying now. So I'm not returning the other one. I'm now returning the rest of it. So you should be able to get it better now, right? So next thing I quickly want to talk about, it's time. I don't know if I can continue. I don't want to bore us much. I think we'll be meeting next time. Yeah, we'll be meeting next time. So let me just try to stop here. Don't let me try to take much of our time. So when are we supposed to use curly brackets? Curly bracket is not needed. I was only trying to use it when I was doing the in, when I was working with the in, right? I later discovered it's not, right? So that's it. It's only square bracket you use when you want to specify range of a text, right? So are we good? Percentage is used to determine, is it the start or the end? Is it the word starting with A? Is it the word ending with A? That's why make use of your percentage. Yeah. In case the whole data set is deleted, it's gone. Yeah, it has gone. Nothing can be done. So yeah, I think we are good. Yeah, we explore some too. Let's keep learning, everyone. That's my charge for us. No one is an island of knowledge. We are all learning every day. Dedicate 15 minutes, 10 minutes, even 5 minutes to read. Improve yourself. Don't say, oh, I don't have time today. It's what you read that will be permanent. It's what you practice that will be permanent with us, right? And try to find somebody around you that can transfer your knowledge to as well, right? This is my second time of being here too. My first time was last year. I don't even know how to, let's say how to present or how to teach or how to do everything, but I tried. I just did my best, right? So let's just aim at getting better. Everything we do, increase your learning. Don't give up. You might feel tired. Oh, I'm tired of it. This thing is not entering, but don't give up, right? It's not, you are not familiar to it again. If you are hearing SQL now, SQL is hard, but you see now we've talked about it now. It's not new to you anymore. Likewise, other concepts so that we'll be facing our data analytics journey. Let us be motivated that no matter how it is, I will always learn, right? So that's my charge for us. Yeah, and if you have any question for me, I might take them. Thank you, everyone. It's a nice time having us. I'm so sorry Okay, I'm seeing Kabirat's question here. Truncate works with the DDL side, but delete is from your data structure, right? When you truncate now, you delete the entire table structure. But when you use delete you're able to specify condition. But when you truncate, you can't specify condition. Do you understand me now? So when you want to delete, I can specify where name is equals to shame. But when you want to truncate, you truncate the entire table. You don't add a condition to it, right? So that's just it, right? Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone. Please, if you are not posting on LinkedIn, please do well to post. Oh, you really need it for yourself, right? Yeah, so lot of opportunities in that I've gotten. I think Mr. Praise will share us, right? Mr. Praise will share us, right? So please, thank you everyone. Till we see, feel free to connect with me. Feel free to ask question. Any area you're not clear, can connect me on LinkedIn. Mr. Praise will be dropping that with us. Thank you everyone. Let's have a great day.
Thank you so much, Mr. Paul. Can we please appreciate Mr. Paul for the well-taught class? I've learned a lot. So my head like this is on fire. So please, more likes, more reactions, more hearts. A huge, huge, huge thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Paul. Yes.
Thank you
So
everyone.